Let's imagine that you have no idea how to become a full stack web developer. So you are looking for something like a roadmap to be a full stack web developer and know full stack web development. So in this short video, I'm going to show you and give you an idea about how to become a full stack web developer. First of all, please pay attention. You are a software engineer, or you should be a software engineer. So the first step is software engineering knowledge. For example, if for any reason you have to deal with some common design patterns or something like data structure or things like that, it shouldn't be scary for you because you already have such knowledge. So please don't forget, software engineering is essential for any way, any roadmap, anything is going to deal with programming and development. But if we want to be specific, we can say, let's continue and watch the rest of the clip. First of all, a web developer should be able to create a static web content. A static web means something that we create to show on the surface of the browsers. So, HTML is mandatory. CSS to shape whatever we do and create by HTML also is mandatory. Then JavaScript to make everything interactive and alive again is mandatory. So you should know these three very well. Then let's continue. CSS Frameworks. If you know CSS, then you should learn one of the CSS frameworks. Why? Because life would be much easier for you and you would have a mutual language with rest of the world. Maybe your CSS framework is not listed out here. Don't worry. As long as you know that you are working with one of the CSS frameworks, you are fine. Because there is number of CSS frameworks that maybe I'm not aware of at all. I have tried to show you the most common ones, especially Bootstrap is the most common one. So CSS framework is the other thing that you should learn. Then one of the front-end libraries or frameworks like Angular, React, Vue.js, again there is some others. If you know that you are familiar with one of the front-end libraries or frameworks, you are happy and fine. Then you should know how to deal with source controls. Git or Microsoft Teams are the ones that I have already tried and I am familiar with. The rest, let me see. No, I don't know anything about the rest. as I said, these two are so common. Generally, if you know how to play with Git, you are fine. The next one is one common operating system like Windows or Linux. If you know one of these two, you would be happy. Now it's time to talk about having connection with the backend. When you create something on the front end, everything is like something totally disconnected from servers and things maybe at the other part of the world. So you need something to connect you to the backend. We call it backend. And generally it would be done by APIs. APIs should be developed by backend and programming languages like C#, Python, Ruby, Go, Rust, Swift, or even JavaScript. So you should know how to play with one of these programming languages and its frameworks, because each of them has its own frameworks also. Once you talk about backend, you have to deal with databases. One of the common RDBMS is essential for any web developer. Something like SQL Server, MySQL, Postgres, Oracle, or something else. Then, one of the NoSQL documents or DBs like MongoDB, Couchbase, Redis, there is so many. As long as you know one of them, you are fine. Or you can simply learn the new ones, the other ones. So do not worry. Okay. And I already said you should be familiar with software engineering. So you should have some skills like web security, testing and debugging, but that at the end of the story, you should be ready to always learn. We call it continuous learning. You shouldn't stop learning. As long as you want to continue working and be active in the market, you should learn and learn and learn. Then you can call yourself a full stack web developer. Thank you so much. And as I said, try to always learn new technologies, new skill, and some things that are going to be active and famous in the market. Thank you so much.